everybody. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Glad to see everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. If you'd like to flip through and go directly to the plan with me, the timestamps are below. This week's plan with me will be using this kit by Boulder Bond. It is actually sized for a Hobonichi cousin, so I had to do a little bit of sticker surgery. I house my B6 Common Planner from Sterling Ink in an Aura Estelle cover. It's a string cover, so I have that from my Jibun Techo, that PVC thing. You can get them for any size. And that from Galen Leather is just a sketchbook that I purchased. It's one of their everyday books that's plain without a grid. So we'll get into the meat and potatoes of this flip, and that is my little common planner there. So I've added on the side the Hobonichi weeks, or maybe it's called mini. Anyway, that's from Coffee Monster Co. And that marks each beginning of the month in the week section. Any of the shops that you see or any of the things that you see here the shops will be listed below. So you can kind of go through and find some of these things. Some of these items are very old. Some of them are from my shop. Some of them are from my son, like that note when he was a little boy. So, Lazy Designs is the Space Kitty Cat picture, or Lazy Kriya, I think now is Tiny Yume. I'm not completely certain. The Nerdy Jest thing, I purchased the Scrabble letter digital download from Helen's shop, the Coffee Monsters Co., and made my name. I went ahead and put my moods key on the back because I like that vellum in front of the calendar. And my word for the year is repair. I'm having some fairly serious health issues and weakness and everything, and want to get back into shape and all that kind of jazz. Hence my goals. So I have not actually filled out my first quarter yet in this planner. I have filled it out, however, in my everyday carry, my little passport size. So we're going to skip ahead. And then this pink sheet of paper is a type of blotting paper. So I often will use my fountain pens or juicy pens in this planner. And on the Tomoe River paper, it actually sometimes will stay wet for a little bit. So I use the blotting paper to protect it from transferring from one page to the next. January is starting to shape up. I've got several medical appointments and a few other appointments for self-care. And I also added in the Coffee Monster Co.'s yearly sticker set and then the extra sticker set, I think. Since we're not in the first week yet, I just have the appointments. I added the appointments that I needed for the first week there, but I haven't done any other filling. Do you guys like what Helen does with the Coffee Monsters Co., where she films like daily filling in her planner, or would you prefer the videos to come out and you just see the empty and then see the next week, see it full here or on Instagram? Let me know in the comments below. So this is my notes section. My ideal day is a printout that I just sized for a B6, and then my office floor plan, because I moved furniture, got new furniture around. I'll be doing vlogs here hopefully sooner than later. I eventually want to upgrade my computer, mainly to make it look prettier. My computer's pretty beefy, but she's all black right now and I really want her to be white. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into starting the actual plan with me. I don't have any appointments or anything super special going on that week, so it's going to be a lot of surgery, a lot of like thinking about what's going to go where and how I'm going to make it fit. Right now I'm looking for a set of date dots that actually has all of the days that I need for the kit, and end up settling on some from the Giving Girl, I believe is where those are from. So I always try to put my date dots down before I lay down my days. I've found that it speeds up the process, and also if I make a mistake, then I'm not trying to take it off of the page itself, and it saves me from ripping things. Like if I make a mistake and I ruin one of the headers, then I haven't ruined the page itself, is the point of that, is where all those extra words we're trying to say. But yeah, so because this is sized for the A5 cousin Hobonichi, these are a little bit long for the top of the date area for the B6 common planner. So I basically just overlap them and then let the last one show the flag edge. And I think it turned out pretty cute. It works out pretty well. I'm going to be doing a lot of things like this throughout the year where I'm using different size kits to include full kits on in my planner just because I want to shop my stash. I do have some other kits coming that will work that are sized for this planner, and also for those of you who are having trouble finding enough kits or you want more, Hobonichi Weeks kits, their full boxes fit very well within the columns. So now if the date covers, it takes some doing. But as far as the boxes go, they do fit well. I considered using that rainbow tape from Scribble Prints Co. No, from Simply Gilded. But ended up not doing that because it was so much of a lighter blue than everything else in this kit. I didn't want to do that. So here's where Sticker Surgery comes in. Boulder Bond prints their kits on a vellum, or not a vellum, a vinyl paper, and it's fairly thick, but it's fantastic. It lifts really, really well. After you lay it down on the page, especially because the pages are coated, it comes up really well. It's really easy to manipulate, but it's floppy comparatively to using, like, say, the premium matte. And so it makes doing surgery a little bit interesting, and laying down long stickers for me is a little bit harder. As those of you that have watched for a while, I always have trouble making sure things are square, but I'm pretty happy with how this came out. I got pretty dead on with the cuts, I think, or I feel like I did. I like the way it ends up looking. So this washi came with a kit, or I bought that washi. Where did I get that washi? Oh, Lord have mercy. Do the rest of you guys have these problems? Like, some of the stuff that you have, you just can't remember. That may be from Little Planet Papery. Maybe. I don't remember exactly. But I liked it. I wanted to give it a little bit more bling. And then that edge, I'm going to fight with that edge. I'm still fighting with that edge. So now I'm trying to decide how and where I'm going to lay down these boxes. So the boxes obviously are going to be too wide for the columns themselves. So when I cover up the calendar, I just butted it up against the edge of the column, and then, it goes over the other side, but I'd rather have that space. And then with that first one there and this next one, I just let it go ahead and hang over. Let it all hang out. Just leave it out there. This one worked out pretty well because I let the hangover go over onto the blank part of the page. So now I'm figured out that I don't have any appointments, but sticker day is on the 13th, which is important to me as a shop owner. I may open the shop temporarily at a sale price on the 13th, just for 24 hours. So keep an eye on my Instagram for that. You can find me at nerdy.jess. I also downloaded Threads. Is anybody using Threads? I have no idea what this is, but Instagram's like, hey, you should try Threads. It's new with Instagram. And I'm like, oh, okay, social media, yay, more of it. So I went to go look at Threads, and I mean, okay. I'm not sure how to use it yet, but I'm going to do some more research. I just downloaded it last night. In any case, I'm downloading. I'm downloading some stickers to the page. I'm placing some of the deco stickers down. Dream a Little Dream. I used to love that song when I was a little girl, so it's kind of special to me in that way. So I'm just putting some of the deco stickers down there because I wanted to. But that basically is it. We've got a lot left over to work with in this kit as the week progresses. So here is a final look at everything back inside the planner. Not a full flip through. It's okay. And you can see just the way the week looks sitting inside of the case, which I don't know really makes a difference, but it seems to be a thing. So I'm just following the thing. I hope everybody's happy and healthy and has a great week. Happy planning, everybody. Peace.